You're listening to WBGU FM 88.1 and HD1, Bowling Green,
Community
Ohio.
Sponsorship for WBGU programming is brought to you by Grounds for Thought, a local coffee shop offering vintage books, vinyl, comics, and a selection of home-baked goods. Grounds for Thought, located at 174 South Main Street, Bowling Green, Ohio.
I was asked if I would sing this. Well, as I dreamed out one evening by a river of discontent, a bump straight into old Tom Payne as running down the road he went. He said, I can't stop right now, child. King George is after me. Have a rope around my throat and hang me on the Liberty Tree. But I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. Talked about freedom and justice for everyone, but since the very first one I spoke, I've been looking down the barrel of a gun. And they say I preach revolution, and they say in my defense that all I did wherever I went was to talk a lot of common sense. And I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. Well, old Tom Payne, he ran so fast, he left me standing still. And there I was, a piece of paper in my hand, standing at the top of the hill. And it said, this is the age of reason. These are the rights of man. Kick off religion and monarchy. It was written there in Tom Payne's plan. And I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. Well, old Tom Payne, there he lies. Nobody laughs, nobody cries. Where he's gone or how he fares, nobody knows, nobody cares. And I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's bones. I'll dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. I'll dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. I will dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance to Tom Payne's bones. Dance in the oldest boots I own to the rhythm of Tom Payne's bones. Thank you.
It is 8:09 p.m. on this Thursday evening. You are tuned into WBGU FM 88.1 in Bowling Green, Ohio. And you're listening to Mix right now with me, your host, DJ Mick. And I've got a fun show up for you tonight. I have another Joe's Blue Plate special for you. And the last time I played one of these was many weeks ago. So I'll definitely give some background as to what it is and whatnot. And we'll be playing that for, I think it's about an hour's worth of music and interviews. And here, there's like a little one sheet in here that I will read to you because it is a lot of fun and I really like it. And I'm really glad that it was submitted to the station back in 2000 because now we have it for all time to play. So, all right. So this is just basically about we want money to continue doing things. So I'm going to read the back, little blurb, and then we'll get started. Then I'll come back and read some more things about it. So, Joe's Blue Plate Special is a weekly, independently produced, 1-hour radio program highlighting the best unsigned and independent artists and featuring revealing interviews and exclusive music from bigger independent artists. Past interviews include Moby, Pavement, Guided by Voices, and Rancid. The show is distributed to over 800 college and public radio stations, and we'd always like to send it to anyone else who might play it. And it was sent to Lisa Rico at WFAL back in, I'm guessing, 2000, sometime in 2000. And what I have, or what the station has here, is volumes 28 to 31. And I played volume 28 last time, and it's breads and cereals. I know that doesn't mean much to you, but it's breads and cereals. And volume 29 is dairy. It's a four CD thing. So when you open it up to reveal all four, there's breads and cereals. You open the flap, there's the CD. Then there's dairy. You open the flap, etc. And the dairy flap says Egg-centric Universe, $1.37. This is a universe of pecan cornbread which swirls deliciously around a sunny hard-boiled egg, served with a side of corn pudding. And then on the inside of the flap, it says, dairy provides the vitamin D and calcium that your body needs to maintain strong bones and healthy teeth. I don't eat dairy and I don't eat eggs. And I'm going to play this episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, you just got finished listening to One Rizla by Shame. I don't know how that's pronounced, but it was by the artist Shame, and that was brand spanking new, added to the current indie folder this very morning. And so without further ado, though, I think let's get started with the Joe's Blue Plate Special, volume 29, Dairy.
Hi, honey. What would you like today?
I would like the chocolate malt and the Joe's Blue Plate Special.
Would you like them fried with that?
Oh, yeah. No laughing, please.
Joe's Blue Plate Special.
Hi, this is Dave Corey, and welcome to Joe's Blue Plate Special. Today we have an interview with Billy Conway, formerly with Morphine and currently with Orchestra Morphine. As always, I'll be bringing you loads of music from great unsigned and independent bands as well. Samsung's Yep digital audio player is proud to be a sponsor of Joe's Blue Plate Special. Digital downloads of every kind of music are available at SamsungYep.com. That's Samsung, Yep, Y-E-P-P.com. Joe's Blue Plate Special is giving stuff away. One lucky winner each month has a chance to win a Samsung Yep digital audio player. Your favorite independent music can be copied from joesgrill.com, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Entries can be submitted at joesgrill.com, simply by telling us your favorite band from today's show. It will even come loaded with a sampler of Joe's Blue Plate Special shows. The band Tripwire was supposed to be on a previous episode of Joe's Blue Plate Special, but I lost their CD. Then I found it in my car with some gum stuck to the cover. Now to make up for it, here they are as our first band on today's show with Short Drug Dealers.
smile, that's the lesson. The diamond rings cause temper tantrum. Telephone tap, unpaid meter. Silicone wife, government thief, short drug dealers. Always lies through his teeth. Pink panties left out on the front seat. On all fours, you're the patient. A kilogram of contemplation. Crooked smile, that's the lesson. The diamond rings cause temper tantrum. Telephone tap, unpaid meter. Silicone wife, government thief, short drug dealers. Crooked smile, that's the lesson. The diamond rings cause temper tantrums. Telephone tap, unpaid meter. Silicone wife, government thief, short drug dealers. Yeah, no one believes us. Yeah, tired of being at the short drug dealers, the short drug dealers, the short drug dealers. No one believes us.
Did you hear that, kids? You too can join the International Humanist Conspiracy. All you have to do is listen to the World Music Show.
দেশের নয় শুনুন পৃথিবীর গান
That's right, music from everywhere but here, Sundays starting at 6 p.m. on WBGU 88.1.
Dear John, uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. But when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
To get your high blood pressure to a healthy range, visit heart.org/bloodpressure. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
How should I know where you should go? Where you should go? How did you know it wouldn't grow? A love untold. Somewhere underground. Somewhere a field. Somewhere, my dear, someplace concealed.
The Cogs right there with Making the Grade. The band started off by releasing a tribute EP of 5 Ween covers in 1994. After people liked their EP, they went on to record some originals and released their first full-length, Viva, in 1999. Silent Majority have a name that forms a perfect antithesis to their style of music. From Strong Island, New York, here they are with Amityville Horror.
Hi, this is Mike Ness, and I'm eating Joe's Blue Light Special right now.
with a former founding
this
member
is
of
Travis
Elliott
from
to
the
provide some
Dismemberment Plan, and you're listening to WBGU 88.1.
Support for WBGU comes from Aardvark Screen Printing and Embroidery, providing Bowling Green with custom embroidered apparel for faculty and staff since 1987. Open 24/7 online at aardvarkspe.com.
Alrighty, fam bam. It's 8:32 already. What in the world on this Thursday evening? It's February 22nd. So we have about a week left of February, and then, yeah, it'll be March. Weird. You're tuned into Mix. We are listening to Joe's Blue Plate Special Volume 29. And let's see what the weather is looking like outside. There's going to be showers late tonight. A 60% chance of that. Low of 32 degrees. Tomorrow, Friday, February 23rd, there's going to be some rain in the morning. 90% chance. High of 54, low of 37. And then Saturday, the 24th, showers 60% likely. High of 40 and low of 38. So kind of a steady temperature. All right, so some events that are going on. Well, I know one that's coming up somewhat soon, and he's a local Bowling Green artist, and we have, I think, 2 or 3 of his CDs in our local box. His name is Zach Sands, and he's going to be playing at the Stone's Throw. They do like a Saturday, like a big show kind of thing. And he's going to be doing that on March 1st. So that's next Thursday. So if you're interested in going to see that, check it out. I'm assuming it's, in the evening at some time, at the Stone's Throw. So there's that. And let's see. I'm trying to, think of some other things. Oh, come on. Well, you know what I should do? Go to Go to gobgohio.com. Yes. Okay. Today, that's ended. Okay, next thing that's happening. Oh, yeah, okay. So the MAC Indoor Track and Field Championships are going to be held here, right here in Bowling Green. It starts tomorrow at 10 a.m., goes till 6 at the Perry Fieldhouse. I think tickets were like $15 and like $17 at the door or something like that. So that is pretty cool. That is a pretty fun thing that is happening. That's very like big and major right here in Bowling Green. Also on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, the American Spirits are releasing an EP with the Turbos, Lord Warfin, and Ragoons. Is that supposed to be like raccoons, but not? But ragoons? Anyway, that seems like fun. It's happening at the Summit Shack, which is 217 East Evers. Starts at 8, looks like. So there you go. Have some fun with some local music. Now, I think we're just going to get right back into the Joes, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I feel bad about that. So without further ado, I cut off the first part of whatever he was saying, and I don't know how to reverse, and I'm afraid that I'm going to start the whole track over if I try. So we're just going to get right back into it here.
Have struck off to create their own place in the musical world. That was That All You Played from Strain of Positive Thinking. Do you have a urinary tract infection? Regardless, you could probably use some indie music. Plenty of new indie music is available at joesgrill.com or by dialing 1-888-JOES-GRILL.
Naturally, we want to sell the most albums possible, but we also believe it is of utmost importance to establish you and us together.
After the tragic death of Mark Sandman, lead singer and songwriter for Morphine, his former bandmates drew together a new group of musicians to celebrate the music of the band in a dramatically different incarnation known as Orchestra Morphine. We spoke with Billy Conway, former drummer for Morphine and current Orchestra Morphine member at the Fox Theater in Boulder, Colorado.
How is it being with Orchestra Morphine?
Dana and I surrounded us with our friends. All of these people have played together in various formats for a number of years. So it's a family affair, and there's a lot of the elements of making music that were important to Mark that are embedded in all these people, because most of them have played with Mark. And Mark had this whole other band called the Hypnosonics with Dana and Russ and Tom and Mike Rivard, who are all in this band. They had this whole other band they called a secret band, which actually was been around longer than Morphine. So, you know, those people have all played together with Mark. So there's certain, you know, characteristics of playing that we're all really well versed in. Learning to lay out, even though you're in a 9-piece band. It's put a lot more colors on the palette, but it's still the song that matters. Otherwise, what good are 9 people? On the other hand, when it's up and running and starts to get out of control, it's like riding the big horse. It's really great, you know, to play music with that many people, and when you get it, it's an awesome feeling, you know. And there are a lot of hard parts about it. I mean, I will be the first to admit that there are times when the better we play the songs, the more I miss Mark, you know. It's just kind of, it makes sense. And, you know, I guess that's just something that's, you know, there's lots of byproducts of doing this, you know. It's not always easy, but it's important to us to do this, you know, to go out and play this music and share it with our fans and in many ways celebrate Mark's legacy.
We'll hear more of Joe's exclusive interview with Bill Conway of Morphine. For now, let's hear a track from Orchestra Morphine with You Like It.
Joe's Blue Plate Special.
Just plop it on, straight from the tub, to melt real cheese goodness into lots of things.
Now let's get back to our interview with Billy Conway of Morphine.
You played also with Mark in Treat Her Right.
Playing music with Mark was just organic, and that's the way Treat Her Right began. It's a great story. Sunday afternoons we got together and we started jamming and enjoying it and did it a few times, and one day Paul didn't show up, who was playing bass, and so Mark started playing bass lines on his guitar. And we sort of said, we don't need Paul. Then we became a band and went to make our first record, and Paul produced the first record, so it was really a family affair and an interesting band because once again it was interesting instruments played in a unique way, you know, which is something that we all were interested in, and Mark took it to new extremes with Morphine.
Do you think that was the start of the Morphine idea?
Absolutely. With Treat Her Right, we gave ourselves parameters, one of which was we'd all been in rock bands with too much gear, you know. So our take was, you got to be able to walk into the gig with your gear in one trip. And you can't own a piece of equipment that it takes two people to lift. Those were the parameters, but what it did was allow us to play everywhere. Play in an Irish pub, we could go to a rock club, they've got the PA. So we were really mobile, we could play in living rooms, art galleries, we did all that. The parameters gave us opportunities because we could play just about anywhere, and a nice byproduct of that was we were everybody's favorite opening act because we were easy to get on and off. Our music was really different, so it never stepped on the toes of whoever we were playing with, but still provided a good show. And so I think out of that we learned that parameters can be a good thing. We took it to new levels with Morphine of giving ourselves parameters and then realizing that that can make you be creative. I think Mark embodying that, you know, take half the strings off your instrument, don't use the frets and play it with a slide, see if you can do something, and he did.
That was from our interview with Billy Conway of Morphine.
Too many papers and tests. Do what I do, put it off. One great way to procrastinate is to listen to music on the internet, but then you have to sit in front of your computer and listen on those crappy plastic 2-inch computer speakers. But with the Samsung Yep digital audio player, you can download your favorite tunes from the internet and take them with you wherever you go. And it's about the size of a deck of cards, so you can take your music anywhere, even into outer space. You can change out the music whenever you want, so it's kind of like having your own personal soundtrack every day of the year. So next time you want to skate, ride your mountain bike, or just hang out and get your fade on, you can bring the music with you with the Samsung Yep digital audio player to make it even better. Available at joesgrill.com or Best Buy stores everywhere.
Playing rock reminiscent of, dare I say it, the Rolling Stones, this is Fade to Black with Star from their 3-song EP.
On a day
This is DJ Keeley, host of the best punk, indie, alternative, and rock show, Teenage Wasteland. Expect content from bands like With Confidence and Glass House Point, along with the latest in entertainment news. Teenage Wasteland, every Tuesday night from 10 to midnight, right here on WBGU 88.1 FM.
The NLS Braille and Talking Book program gives patrons the freedom to read their way.
Everybody can read the way they want to read using this program.
For more information, call 1-888-NLS-READ.
Alrighty, it's 8:51, a little bit after the 3/4 mark for this show, but the first part of the Joe's Blue Plate special that we're playing this evening just ended, so I thought now is a good natural time to stop. So, in case you weren't aware, we're listening to Joe's Blue Plate special volume 29 in the dairy section. So now that you've listened to it and you kind of get what it's about, I'm just going to read the little one sheet that came with the 4-disc CD set. So, we're back, and we need sleep. For those of you who don't know, we created Joe's Blue Plate special to help unsigned and independent artists gain exposure on a national level without major label backing. The show is free to the stations and free to the artists. Free to everyone but us. In order to pay for Joe's Blue Plate special, we sold our soul to the man, and now Samsung's digital audio player is our proud sponsor. Without corporate sponsorship, these great bands wouldn't reach your hot little hands. If you dislike corporate sponsorship and want to fund our program, please send the check to the address below. Joe's Blue Plate special tries to bring the independent community together in order to draw deserving attention to a fresh crop of talented indie artists, and we could use a little help here. We're always looking for submissions and would love to feature a track from your favorite hometown band. Send along a contact name and number and we'll get right on it. Better yet, send us a DJ spot. DJ spots give you the opportunity to participate in the most syndicated show on college radio. That means your voice will reach up to 2 million people across the country. Not exactly the proverbial 15 minutes, but close. Plus, you'll get to plug your station and give your favorite indie band the airplay they deserve. Sorry, that pause was somebody came up to the window of the studio and I just turned and gave him a pointed look after I finished the sentence. Sorry, okay. I bet he's uncomfortable right now. Also, we don't know who plays this show. Each month, we send out our CDs to many stations who might or might not play it, so please tell us. If you think the program sucks or rocks, just give us a call, send us the enclosed postcard, or fax in the sheet. We can take your harsh criticism, and our egos won't get too big if you tell us we're the hottest thing since atomic fireballs, TM. And then it gives them their address, etc. And then on the back is a thing to report whether or not this station was playing Joe's Blue Plate special. The call numbers, office hours, do you have a favorite unsigned or indie band? How can we contact them? Things like that. So it was really a very, very cool resource, a very, very cool thing that was happening. And it was really popular. I looked it up online, and there's really not that much out there, but what I could find was, the 200,000? No, 2 million people. Well, I heard something else on the internet. But anyway, so that's basically what it was all about. Wendy Rubin was the CEO for Joe's Production and Grill, Inc., and it was one of the first internet companies to offer CD production and distribution over the internet as early as 1995. Joe's has worked hard and dedicated itself to the independent artist. They've worked to make the independent voice heard. And this is a little blurb with an interview of Wendy Rubin, who is the CEO. And apparently Joe's was an accident. She was a music, documentary photographer, and filmmaker. She did some CD brokering on the side, and she hired her first employee in 1995. Once she got further involved in the music industry, she realized how unjust a system it was, and she took on the mission to change the music industry. So it started out as like a CD, like, distribution thing. So let's see. Her background was art school, theater production, film production. So the biggest challenge for her in running joesgrill.com was learning how to run a business. Let's see. So so the whole thing of what they were trying to do was to make it so that like independent, low, like not popular bands could have a chance to make it without selling their soul to like a giant, and even if it was a big indie label like Matador or something like that, a big label, so they wouldn't have to do that. And it's very interesting, and this was 18 years ago, so think about that. This broadcast was from 2000 flat, so that was 18 whole years ago. I think I'm gonna try and look up some more stuff on the internet. I'll see what else I can find, but we'll get back to the regularly scheduled program, the rest of the half that we have left of this episode. And I have 2 more, so I definitely will be playing the other ones by the end of this semester, because this is my last semester, so I'll have to get them all in. So for now, let's finish up with the Joe's Blue Plate special episode.
This is WBGU FM on 88.1 and HD1, Bowling Green, Ohio.
Community sponsorship for WBGU programming is brought to you by Grounds for Thought, a local coffee shop offering vintage books, vinyl, comics, and a selection of home-baked goods. Grounds for Thought, located at 174 South Main Street, Bowling Green, Ohio.
Joe's Blue Plate Special.
You're tuned in to Joe's Blue Plate Special, the best of unsigned and independent music right here on the greatest radio station ever. Stay tuned for our interview with Billy Conway of Morphine, and we'll have plenty of independent and unsigned music for you.
But if only your heart was as big as your stomach.
Big Meanie hail from Washington, D.C., a town better known for its hardcore punk scene than its pop punk. But nonetheless, here's a band that makes a nice exception to that rule. Here's Big Meanie with Dodgeball.
Do you wanna be a star? Do you wanna be on top of
They call themselves White Dopes on Punk, featuring the one and only Jet Powers on vocals. That was Jet with Candidate.
Too many papers and tests? Do what I do, put it off. One great way to procrastinate is to listen to music on the internet, but then you have to sit in front of your computer and listen on those crappy plastic 2-inch computer speakers. But with the Samsung Yep digital audio player, you can download your favorite tunes from the internet and take them with you wherever you go. And it's about the size of a deck of cards, so you can take your music anywhere, even into outer space. You can change out the music whenever you want, so it's kind of like having your own personal soundtrack every day of the year. So next time you want to skate, ride your mountain bike, or just hang out and get your fade on, you can bring the music with you with the Samsung Yep digital audio player to make it even better. Available at joesgrill.com or Best Buy stores everywhere.
Billy Conway of Morphine is our Joe's Blue Plate special exclusive interview today, so let's check in with him.
How do you feel about indie versus major?
You can't really trust the indie world because there was that whole thing in the 80s where majors were buying indie record companies but allow them autonomy, at least in the visual presentation, and trying to give, an act indie credibility by bringing them up through their own farm system, I did an interview for VH1 online. I was flummoxed the whole time, though, because video hits one. They don't play music on their station anyway, and now they have a radio station. It's really absurd. And basically they play, as you could imagine, the music that they play or talk about on their
TV channel, right?
Just a constant.
Which is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, it's always the same people, like Michael Bolton and Celine Dion and Garth Brooks.
Horror stories of where are they now and stuff like that. I think everybody likes that, but I think as a musician, it's really offensive because they don't just play it as what do these people do now. They play it as if those poor bastards, they're no longer one, they used to be a one-hit wonder. And Lord knows there's plenty of people out there that are maybe shouldn't be playing. But there's a lot of people who made their money or whatever, did their thing and checked out and said, I want to do something else now. But that's not the take on it. It's very condescending. And I'm also biased because when Mark died, they wanted to do something, but they were very upfront saying that it would be live fast, die young was going to be the nature of the beast. And we said, well, we'll pass.
More to come with Billy Conway of Morphine in just a bit. Do you want some more CDs? Indie music of all varieties can be found at joesgrill.com or by calling 1-888-JOES-GRILL. Right now, let's hear from Orchestra Morphine with Favorite.
favorite foods I wanna cook for you. Teach me all your favorite foods I wanna cook for you. Teach me all your favorite foods I wanna cook for you.
Hi, this is Moby, and you're listening to Joe's Blue Plate Special.
Yes. Welcome to the world of Frosty, where my only destination is to take you to a higher level. Be a here witness to an MC who causes massacres every time he steps upon the mic. Yeah. Now I am here, and I will remain forever. I'm writing dirty at approximately 3:30. I'll have a hooker come serve me because I live so absurdly. You might have heard me at a local show, confusing heads that ain't adapted to my vocal flow. I'm a rhyming apparatus and one of the baddest, doing backflips on the microphone like an acrobatic. I feel like Pepsi cause I got to have it. I might as well be a set of hydraulics cause I make your vehicles hop like rabbits. I got a habit, my music varies, I write rhythms on the stationary. People get scary cause they heard I act like Dirty Harry. My whole roll's bigger, I wrote my flow sicker. Never like to hold triggers when on my bottles of liquor. I'm schizophrenic, at any moment I can panic. Once my label detonates, we cause a major damage. I put it down like an insult. I can make a woman an info when she hear me rap over instrumentals. Y'all are simple, it's plain to see. My emphasis on this game, G, I can change the streets. Y'all rap to lame ass beats, and then you come up with the nerve to steal my vocab. I can't wait to catch your broke ass. Credit me your cash, I'll leave you stuck with no cash. Put you in debt until the day you wear a toe tag. I'm bigger than life, I'm sick of the hype. See, I'm the reason why your baby mama's hitting the pipe. Cause she's a rap fiend, she helps me stack greens, make an impact on teens till I get back by a whole team. See, now that's how you're supposed to do an intro. Stop wasting those beats. If you didn't want to use nothing on that tight beat, you could have gave it to me, fool.
Denver-based rapper Frosty right there. Now let's yak some more with Billy Conway of Morphine.
Would you encourage other people to kind of go the route that you've gone and really limiting yourself?
Absolutely. I mean, and I don't think it has to necessarily be using parameters such as, limiting yourself, but I think it's more being open to letting something else happen as opposed to trying to reinvent the wheel. I think that's more where it's at, is just making sure you're open enough to hear the new music that a new group of people can play, and that it doesn't necessarily have to be in the traditional lineup of instruments,
Were you in any bands when you were growing up that you kind of wish had continued on, that you think, there was some magic going, some sparks flying? But
well, I think every band on your best night, you think it's limitless possibilities, world domination.
Thanks to Billy Conway of Orchestra Morphine for coming on the show today.
Joe's Blue Plate Special.
With a history that includes numerous side projects and individual member recordings, including a soundtrack for the German silent movie classic Nosferatu, the Notwist have made a career of putting out music in every shape and form possible. This is No Encores.
but you've never known me.
Hey bands, want to do something with one of those 1,000 CDs you got pressed up? If you'd like to be on our show, you can send a CD and bio to Joe's Blue Plate Special, 4919 North Broadway, Suite 22, Boulder, Colorado 80304.
Joe's Blue Plate Special is giving away a Samsung Yep digital audio player every month. One lucky winner gets a Samsung Yep player to download your favorite independent music from joesgrill.com so you can take it with you wherever you go. Entries can be submitted at joesgrill.com or by sending a postcard to Samsung Digital Impressions, P.O. Box 774, Longmont, Colorado 80501. Okay, you probably weren't expecting that, so here it is again. That address is Samsung Digital Impressions, P.O. Box 774, Longmont, Colorado 80501. The Yep player will even come loaded with a sampler of Joe's Blue Plate Special shows.
Thanks to your local college radio station for playing this little show, and keep listening to this station for more top quality programming. Thanks to our engineer Zimmerman for all his hard work putting this show together. Coming up on Joe's Blue Plate Special, exclusive interviews and music from the Blackheart Procession, Ozo Motley, and Sunny Day Real Estate. Until then, please shower, and remember, let's all be independent together.
Check, please!
If you have a taxophobia or a fear of disorder, you might like the very neat and tidy Odds and Ends show with DJ K2. Each week, a guiding theme links 2 hours of tunes together, providing a fun backdrop for cleaning, organizing, or making your own mixtape compilation for a friend. Songs you love, or at least will by the end of the show, Odds and Ends, Monday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. on WBGU, 88.1 on the FM dial, or online at WBGUFM.com.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I volunteer with United Way, reading to children to help prepare them for a better academic future. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Joe's Blue Plate Special, the best of unsigned and independent music, clocked in last year as the most syndicated show on the college airwaves, with confirmed airplay on over 200 college radio stations and an estimated 2 million people listening weekly. Joe's Blue Plate Special is a pre-produced, DJ-hosted show containing 10 tracks from the best unknown independent acts from around the world. In addition, each week, Joe's Blue Plate Special features a revealing interview and exclusive music from well-known artists such as Radiohead, The White Stripes, At the Drive-In, The Flaming Lips, Mogwai, Public Enemy, Guided by Voices, Pavement, and Rancid. Joe's Blue Plate Special is presented by Joe's Production and Grill, Inc., a cutting-edge music company located in Boulder, Colorado, dedicated to serving the independent music community. In addition to producing Joe's Blue Plate Special, the company also brokers CD audio and CD-ROM manufacturing, distributes and sells independent CDs direct to the public on its website, joesgrill.com, produces music videos, and provides additional services for musicians. Coming soon, Joe's will be debuting an electronic music-only radio show featuring some of the biggest names in trance, house, drum and bass, garage, and all those other types of music spun on those little turning wax discs, including the likes of Paul Oakenfold and Moby. That is circa 2003 from an archived version of joesgrill.com, because it is not a thing anymore. And so there's I think there are 2 web page captures. So if I try and click on, they have a link, radio FAQ, station list, music video. If I click on that, it doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That's not found. That's not found. So there is very few actual information on this stuff other than what I can find on like archive sites. And Discogs. Discogs has information, but it's just about the different CDs that it, so that that was what we just listened to. And there is so much more. There are so many of them, but I don't know how to really get them. I guess I would just have to try and search for them on, I don't know, maybe Discogs. People sell them on Discogs. But that would be really cool. Like, that would be very, very neat to complete the collection of Joe's Blue Plate Special. And I didn't find any more in our CD vault here. As far as I know, WBGU only has this, or at least, now through 18 years, this one is all that's left. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty dang fun. Slamming it all over the place. All right. I've got I've got a lot of indie currents. That's what we're going to finish out the rest of this show with, I do believe. So we have heard, you're listening to right now, or you're getting finished listening to Pulsar by the band Ride. Before that, you had heard Ideas by Sunny Moon, False Prophet by Muffin, and Prophet is Profit. Yeah. And then Between Stars by Eleanor Friedberger. Now you're listening to Disaffectation by the band Ought, O-U-G-H-T. All right, so I think we're going to do that kind of stuff, and then it's going to be already time for weather and events again. 9:26. Yeah, we'll let this song play, and then I'll come back with that stuff.
This
This is WBGU FM 88.1 and HD1, Bowling Green,
Community
Ohio.
Sponsorship for WBGU programming is brought to you by Grounds for Thought, a local coffee shop offering vintage books, vinyl, comics, and a selection of home-baked goods. Grounds for Thought, located at 174 South Main Street, Bowling Green, Ohio.
All right. It's 9:31 p.m. on this Thursday evening, February 22nd of 2018. And let's take a look at what the weather is looking like outside of Bowling Green, Ohio. Showers later tonight, or I guess early tomorrow morning. Low of 33 tonight. Humidity is at 94%. Gross. I'll have to rubbing alcohol on my face again. Tomorrow, which is Friday the 23rd, there are going to be rain showers in the morning, 80% chance of that. A high of 54 degrees, low of 37, all right? And then Saturday the 24th, showers, 60% chance of showers. Later in the day, it looks like. High of 40, low of 38. So there you go. And as for events... Oh, excuse me. That was rude. All right, so there's the MAC Indoor Track and Field Championships. That's running, in case that wasn't too clear. It's the Mid-American Conference, the MAC. So it's a pretty big deal, and it's being held at the Perry Fieldhouse. The events start at 10 a.m., go till 6. Yeah. We apparently won the MAC championship back in 1999, and the Falcons are poised for their best team finish this year. So we'll see if that happens. Type that in online or go to WBGOhio.com, and then you can buy tickets there if you're interested in that kind of thing. And then there was a musical event. It was I believe it was the American Spirits that were releasing an EP. Let's see if I can do this from memory. There was... Nope, I can't. Okay. The Turbos, Lord Warfin, and the Ragoons. Or just Ragoons. No, it is the Ragoons. Okay. And those are all, like, local-ish bands. And so that is happening on tomorrow, which is Friday the 23rd, at the Summit Shack, 217 East Evers. So it's a little house show. Check that out if you're interested in fun local music. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the Hollywood Jets, which is another local band. They're BG. They're all students here, actually. And they do like 50s inspired music. And it's pretty cool. They're going to be at the Tiki Underground, which is in Hudson, Ohio. They're going to be playing at 8 o'clock tomorrow as well. So if you're more close to that area tomorrow night, then go see them. All right, we've been listening to Language by Starchild and the New Romantic. We're going to finish out the show with just playing a bunch of indie currents, because that is fun, and I like to share the brandest of the brand newest music. Anyway, this is Read Between the Lines by a band called Hurry here on Mix Mix on WBGU FM.
Accessory to all the good you do.
took me a while to taper from that. And,
I forgot what the
is Claire from Dude York, and you're listening to WBGU.
Every year, tens of thousands of youth experience homelessness.
I didn't know how they were going to react. I just told my mom that I was gay.
1 in 4 LGBT youth who come out to their parents is told to leave home.
She wanted to go and talk to my dad about this. He started reproaching me, telling me that he didn't raise someone gay. I started going to my grandma's house to sleep over. She kicked me out too.
Runaway and homeless youth are often victims of commercial sexual exploitation.
I was in the drugs and prostitution for 5 years.
1-800-RUNAWAY provides 24-hour access to a nationwide network of housing and support services for homeless and runaway youth.
I just felt so rejected. I felt like a failure.
If you or someone you know needs help, 1-800-RUNAWAY can provide support and connect you to the right resources. You can also text 66008 or go to 1-800-RUNAWAY.org. We can end youth homelessness.
There are all kinds of songs that suggest Mondays suck, but things are turning around. Odds and Ends with DJ K2 every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. has a suggestive theme that will lift your spirit and offer a clever surprise. Tunes from any era may apply, as long as they fit the theme of the week. Keep Monday on a high note with DJ K2, Odds and Ends on 88.1 FM, WBGU.
Yes, I am. Deeper waters of your musical knowledge and exposure. You're tuned to Mix Mix. It's the last, 10-ish minutes of the show tonight. And you have been listening to some hot off the presses indie currents. Let me see what we've played. We heard Read Between the Lines by Hurry. Then you heard Sycamore, that was by American Pleasure Club. And then you heard The Light of Spring by Fine China. I really like that one. And then you just got finished listening to Finally by McCafferty. I don't know what that sounds like a last name. I don't know. It's the name of their band. That's what they wanted to call it. So there you go. And we're listening to I Am a Woman by Ruby Boots right now from the album Don't Talk About It. And we have the next DJ is going to be coming in and setting up, so stick around for his show too. I think I'll just play a couple more songs, maybe two more hot indie currents, and then we'll call this show a night. And I'll be on next week, correct? I believe so. But not the week after, or maybe the week after, because it's spring break, and I actually have a harp gig that night. Thursday night is oh boy. Oh man, this is bad. It's a Lenten service is what it is. And I'll be playing some sad songs in minor keys, and then the lady still has to get back to me on what the main hymn of the night is going to be, where the congregation sings along, and I kind of really need to know that so I can practice it beforehand. So anyway, but I'll probably get back in time to do my show, or at least part of it. So but that'll be the spring break Thursday, which is the 8th. Yep, the 8th. So 2 weeks. So next week it'll be my show like normal. And something else fun that is going to be getting started pretty soon is us at the radio station making use of that giant recording studio we have in this building. That has a piano, a huge amount of space for a band to just set everything up, mics and everything, and for it to be run directly through this console here we have in the radio studio, so it could be live. So that will likely be happening during my show slot and probably the one after me too. And I think it's going to be fantastic. And it might be coming probably mid-March, I'm going to be guessing. So be looking forward to that. And I'll be looking forward to that. A neat, very interesting change of pace for my show here. We are listening to Money Towers by Lidmore right now. And you know, I think I'll say goodbye now, because I've got some other things to be doing. So I'm going to let these songs play out. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the Joe's Blue Plate special. Those are always a lot of fun. I have 2 more. I will get to both of them before this semester ends. So until next time, this is DJ Mick saying goodbye. And keep listening. Bye-bye.
Turns to turmoil. In the clouds, and the warm green of a neon sign, it drags you in, it burns your skin. So lost in the crowds, and I barely know these people, and I can't control this demon, and I'm sorta hyperventilating, but it really doesn't mean we have to stop tonight. The whole explosion's out of sight, we gotta make it out alive. And I don't think you'll remember me. And I don't believe the stuff I see. And I don't think you will rescue me. It'll seem like a dream in the morning, like a turmoil. faster.